We will start our workout with warm up as it helps to prepare our body for aerobic activity. It also helps in raising blood flow and body temperature to our muscles. It helps us in preventing injuries and stretch marks, and I think that there is no one who wants stretch marks on his or her body. So it is better to do warm up before every exercise. Let's begin. To do this exercise, we have to stand and extend our arms parallel to the floor. Then we have to circle our arms slowly and gradually, making the circle bigger until you feel a stretch in your triceps. It helps to reduce the extra mass of your upper arms. After this completion, you have to rotate your arms in the opposite direction to complete this exercise. For this exercise, you have to stand straight and try to kick as high as you can without folding your spine and legs. This improves your posture and flexibility. For this exercise, you have to stand with your feet hip width apart. Lift up your left knee to your chest and the right knee to your chest alternatively and clap under your thigh. This exercise targets and tones your core, upper thighs, buttocks and calves. To do this exercise, you have to twist your body and bring your right elbow down while at the same time lifting your left knee as high as you can so that they can touch each other. Repeat with opposite elbow and knee in the other exercise. This results into hip flexions, abdominals and glutes. In this exercise, you just have to stand straight while opening your leg and have to move your upper body along with your hands. The standing twist is a core exercise that targets the muscles that stabilize the spine. In addition, it can work the shoulders, arm, back and hips depending on the loading of the movement. To do this exercise, you have to point your toes slightly outwards, but keeping them parallel is fine. If you are not sure what's best, start by putting your feet shoulder width apart and pointed about 15 degrees on. Tense your abs like someone is about to punch you. Look straight ahead and stand tall. Very often, the first thing people do when they want to squat is bend the knees. Remember, you don't have to bend your knees and also don't hunch your back. As you descend, try to push your knees slightly outward. Your kneecaps should be facing the same direction as your toes. Make sure your knees are not bending in, they should be directly above your feet. To do this exercise, you have to stand while opening your legs and bend your body along with right hand to the left side and along with the left hand to the right side to reduce your love handles. Plant hands directly under shoulders like you are about to do a push-up. Ground toes into the floor and squeeze glutes to stabilize your body. Your legs should be working. To be careful not to lock or hyperextend your knees. Neutralize your neck and spine by looking at a spot on the floor about a foot beyond your hands. Your head should be in line with your back. Hold the position for 20 seconds. As you get more comfortable with the move, hold your plank for as long as possible without compromising your form or breath. If there is one exercise we all love to hate and hate to love, it's this one. A plank is a simple, effective bodyweight exercise that requires no equipment and can be performed just about anywhere. You have to hold your body light as a feather, stiff as a board, develop strength primarily into your core, the muscles that connect your upper body and lower body as well as your shoulder, arms and glutes. This is the best exercise to strengthen your core muscles, burn more calories, improves posture and flexibility. Lie down on your right side on a mat or the floor. Place your arm under your elbow. As you exhale, gently raise your left leg off the lower leg. Stop raising your leg when you feel the muscles flexing your lower back. Inhale and lower the leg back down to meet the right leg. Stack your feet again. Repeat this again. It's a great and simple way to build strength in the outer thighs and the hip abductors, which includes the glutes, mediums and minimums. To do this exercise, you have to sit on your sit bones as you lift your feet from the floor. keeping your knees bent, and strengthen your spine at a 45 degree, creating a V shape. Reach your arms straight out in front, interlacing your fingers. Use your abdominals to twist to the right, then back to the center, and then to the left. To do this exercise, you have to lay down flat on your back and to put your both hands behind the head. Then you have to raise your head a little bit and have to move your legs continuously like you are riding a bicycle. To do this exercise, you have to lay down straight on a mat and raise your head a little bit with both hands behind them. Secondly, you have to touch your right elbow to left knee by pushing your hands forward and pulling your legs backward. Repeat this exercise with opposite elbow and knee. To do this exercise, begin by lying face down on the floor or mat with your legs extended behind you, spread a few inches apart. The tops of your feet should rest on the mat, and remember, do not tuck your toes as this can crunch your spine. Place your hand under your shoulders and hug your elbows into the sides of your body. Press down through the tops of your feet and your pubic bone. Inhale as you gently lift your head and chest off the floor. Keep your lower ribs on the floor. Draw your shoulders back and your heart forward, but do not crunch your neck. Keep your shoulder dropped away from your ears.